Welcome to Morning Mouth Off, all you cute little internet denizens out
You're
there.
cute.
How are you? You guys are adorable today.
That was a weird noise.
It's so good. Make a weird noise for
He's
him.
an animal.
So cute.
Rawr.
That's not
That
weird.
was-
Get
that
weird.
was
Get
adorable.
weird. Just be like,
There
there you go.
All right, perfect.
That's pretty weird.
you go.
Accurate, but weird.
All right, topic for the day. NASA is teaming up with MIT to make a super team of people, and they're creating a satellite called TESS, and they're going to shoot it up into the night sky, and it's going to search for Earth 2.0, a bunch of other exoplanets, and then kind of on the side, probably, hopefully, aliens, intelligent life, or
Just
something.
say,
If we're searching for 2.0, we're
if it's
searching
space, you're somehow always looking for aliens.
Yeah, it's kind of the unsaid thing.
It's
No
like
one-
space treasure.
Yeah. No one's ever like, we found a rock.
Well, they are.
we
they
are
are
right
like,
now.
we found a rock,
But-
and then everyone goes, yeah.
Except for me, I'm like, woo! Okay,
wait
so
a
IO9 was talking about this, and they said, this is where we'll put pictures up. NASA has teamed up with MIT scientists to expand the search for planets beyond our solar system. The mission's primary goal, identify terrestrial planets in the habitable zone of their parent stars, the region surrounding a star where it is possible for a planet to harbor liquid water and maybe even life. Both
I get-
small and big.
I get more excited about the prospect of a microorganism than I do
Yeah.
about the prospect of intelligent life. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on. We asked you guys what you guys think about the resources going to this. But before we get into that, we're going to do both sides of the coin.
Okay, side one, Elliot, you're going to take the side of, we should invest money and resources and time and manpower into the search.
Sure.
Why?
Because I think the argument where, I don't think this, but certain people think that the argument of saying, well, there's more important things to worry about right now, there's always going to be more important things to worry about. And we as a human race need to recognize that there is a value in space, not even monetarily, not even economically, but also psychologically. When we collectively as a race look up into the stars, something happens to us on like a soul level where we realize that life is more than whatever the economy is doing and whatever conflict, whatever North Korea is doing. As far as where the money can come from, it doesn't have to just come from the government. Yes, that should be a huge part of it, but at the same time, it can come from private funding, and we can
Which
all
it
work
is now,
together.
which is like the new era that we're seeing.
which is fantastic.
It also, like the whole psychology thing that you said about it, it instills a sense of wonder.
Yeah.
When we do,
and it reawakens it.
yeah,
because
we
you
look
lose
up
that.
there. When I was a kid and you hear like people walked on the moon, it makes you want you to do those things, and you get into mathematics and all that type of stuff, and just exploration in general. Okay, so other side. Why is this a bad idea? Why shouldn't we be putting time and money and resources into the search for Planet 2.0?
Well, to put it simply, there are so many other things to worry about on the planet that we do live on. There's, the deterioration of our ozone. There's North Korea. There's all sorts of different things that we could be spending that money on. In addition, if we spend money to go out into space and say we do find some planet that could have life, how long is it going to take us to then research a way to get there? That's just even more money. So
And
we've
how
got
long if we got that? Would it take us to get there? Not
Right.
just research away.
would it be however many hundred of light years?
Space is just an infinite hole that you throw money into.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So you just keep flushing your money down the space toilet, if
The
you
space
will.
toilet. That's
Yep.
good. There you go.
Speaking
So,
of sensitive wonder.
yeah.
Space toilet.
Those are some of the sides, and now we're going to discuss it based on your comments that you gave us on the Facebook. So we got 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we have to shut our mouths and talk about it no more.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, discuss.
Oh man, here it comes. The timer is on, and I got a very long comment that was
Ooh.
given by Wesley Hellemonder Petiers, but I'm not going to read the entire comment for the sake of brevity, and I'm going to skip instead to the third paragraph. The money has to come from somewhere, and that is where things could get problematic. Where would you find the funding? Would you get it privately funded with the risk of any scientific breakthroughs being used for profit, which won't bring in money for the state to reinvest? Or do you use federal funding, which has to find room in the budget, and therefore eliminating other stuff that is important as well? So that going into the funding thing, because I know a lot of this discussion is going to be about that. I agree with a lot of what he's saying. That being said, I am all for 100% privately funded space exploration and privately funded science in any way. And when you use the argument that like, oh, well, if it's privately funded and they make some sort of breakthrough, the state can't profit off of that, that's okay. Like, that happens.
The
If
people that funded it get to
Yeah,
profit off
if
of
you
it.
fund something and there's a breakthrough, guess what? You're rich forever and ever. Congratulations. You did something for space.
That's awesome.
I mean, I would argue that as many advancements that were a result of governmental funding throughout the years of humanity, there's
Man
probably
on the moon.
Yeah, there's just as many that are privately funded, and both of those things work in concert to move us forward as a race, as,
Yeah.
as a species,
I
not a
agree.
race. Well, some race. No.
All
races.
All of the races. Mike Watson says, why are we bothering searching for extraterrestrial life? What are we going to do if we find it? Run for the hills or run the Earth into the ground, spending billions trying to communicate with it? As for Earth 2.0, the only reason it would be useful to find would be for extra resources and a second home when the Earth dies. Realistically, though, that would cost billions to have the technology to transfer us all there. Why bother? We should be spending this money in a better place.
If it boils down to us needing to get to another planet,
That's a pretty big
money
deal.
will cease to be a thing.
Yeah.
We will all of a sudden be like, okay, everybody got one goal now. Get from here
yeah,
to
I think
there.
everyone will work together. Like
Our
Yeah.
new currency is space dust.
Yeah.
our new
Gotta
currency
go.
is life and oxygen,
Yep.
perhaps,
Yep.
because those are things that are running out.
Yeah. Ken Murray says, I reckon if the Earth goes the way we think it is, we'll need to look at living somewhere else, or we'll all be forced to live a never-ending roleplay of Waterworld, and nobody wants that. Yeah, I would agree.
Well, other than the Waterworld part, because
Kevin
it'd be
Costner.
kind of fun. Jet skis or your cars. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Jetsons, come to life.
On water. A point that I would like to make out about all that is, why can't we have the best of both worlds? Like, I don't say there's this either or argument. Why can't I know we kind of are, but it's kind of the unsaid thing. Maybe something that we should push more towards is, why can't we keep dreaming and push that and be okay with that while fixing the problems on Earth?
Right, yeah. It's kind of like this all or nothing thing where people
Yeah.
are like, if you invest in space, then therefore
It's not
the
all or
economy.
nothing.
The
Yeah.
reality of like the way our government works that everybody, and I forget too, is like the system is inherently broken. Like when we pay taxes, we like to think it's going to fix roads and cars and do everything that we want it to. It's not. It's going to pad the pockets of lobbyists and everything
Have
else.
you
Like,
seen
and
House
those
of
other
Cards?
things that you said. I mean, it's
yeah,
going
no,
everywhere.
it is. But the reality is that there's so much red tape. It's so messed up that like it's not so cut and dry as to think that we can not invest at least something into space exploration.
All right. Eric Everson says, I think the money would be better spent on developing means of space travel. If we can't even get to Mars and back efficiently, what good is it to know that there's another planet out there that we could never hope to reach in 100 lifetimes?
See, I don't know. I'm more interested. Like, I know it's fun to think like in terms of Star Trek and Star Wars and getting up there and having our little space adventures. But like for me, just on a personal level, what interests me is like the philosophy and the religion and the sort of the sociological aspects that would come along with even finding microorganisms, but
Yeah.
let alone intelligent life, let alone
Or
another
Earth 2-
Earth-like
yeah, 2.0.
planet.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane to think what would happen to the world and how we think. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
for me,
fascinated
I'm
by.
scared to death of aliens and alien invasion, so I kind of see this as a national defense measure. If we're going to spend money to find out if there's aliens out there, even if we can't get to them, that's good. At least we know they could be coming
Yeah,
at some
true.
point. We can
We-
prep for that.
We were talking about this prior to being in here. We're like, Trisha, why do you want us to go out there? And she's like, well, I mean, I think it's good if we find them first.
I mean,
So
if we
we'll
get-
know.
Yeah,
if we can get the
we should
missiles to
find
them
them
first,
before
you
they
know?
find us, I think.
I think when it comes to the debate of should we just focus on getting to Mars and stuff like that versus exploring the rest of the universe, I think we explore the rest of the universe because the knowledge gained from that and the mystery gained from doing that fuels our passion to do things like get to Mars.
Yeah.
And makes us want to go back to the moon. It makes us want to do all of this crazy stuff.
Well, that's the problem with the argument of like it's too hard. Like even if we do this one step, then we have all these other crazy things we have
Yeah,
to do.
and-
Okay, well, no dreams get accomplished by saying it's too hard.
And everything was always too hard, you know?
Right.
Okay, so real quick, David Turner says, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll get the gist of it. The way I see it, it's not going to matter if we find Earth-like planets because as of right now, we can't reach them. However, I do feel we should keep up that search. Progress is driven by wonder. The wonderment that we have for space will continue in our progress in the education of our children, something I believe we can all agree is a good thing. And he kind of goes on and elaborates on that. And I 100% believe it. We need to strive for something bigger than what we are. Bigger than what
agree.
we know. Oh, will make your dreams come true. Morning mouth off with Elliot, Joe, and Trisha too. When your news really sucks and you want some better news, go to youtube.com/horseman and you will get better news. Morning, 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 The Muppet Babies? Yeah! Absolutely. That was great. Come on,
lovely.
you came in.
Yeah,
Sit
come
down.
on.
Yeah,
Come on,
get
sit
on
down.
over here.
Now we're going to do 5 words. We're all going to do 5 words. Okay, so we'll do 5 words each. You first. Go.
All right. Space is f***ing awesome. Go!
Oh, good.
Nailed it. Life is more than economy.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
good.
I like it.
Don't stop Going to space.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for too. Find aliens before they abduct.
Wait, that's only 4.
Nope, find aliens before they abduct.
Good.
Okay, all right.
They're so paranoid about aliens.
Mine is Earth is boring.
That's it.
Space rules.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
Nailed it. All
we
right.
are all very pro space here.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. Use your 5 words. Elaborate even more after those 5 words. We will see you next time
Yeah.
on Morning Mouth Off.
Good morning now.
When your news really sucks and you want better news, just go to SourceFed.YouTube/SourceFed and you will get better news. Morning.
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 Were you just in there practicing that?
Nope. Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Nope. Yep.